Yeah, what's going on? We back with another show today. This is your boy T Will. Real sports talk with T Will back in the building. You know what I'm saying? Um, we here. Got a few topics to talk about today. Um, had a little free time again, so we're gonna go ahead and get at it. Once again, I tell y'all in the beginning, I do this for fun. If you like the content, if you like what I'm doing, subscribe, give me some suggestions, tell me what you like to see, and like and share. It's whatever. Um, got a few topics I want to talk to y'all about today. Yeah, you see that's Dion in the back right there. Um, I think that's when I was like what? I was either 6 or 7 growing up in Michigan when I became a Cowboys fan. Then you know how that paid homage to the homie. Um, Super Bowl jersey for Deion Sanders. Um, that's when I became a Cowboys fan. Everybody like to ask me that, like when I become a Cowboys fan, that's when I became one. Um, because of Dion and just watching him throughout his career and everything like that. Big fan, like the energy that he brought to the game. Great player, um, and also he inspired me to play baseball because I never really looked at baseball like that, but to see him do it, because you don't see a lot of black stars even in the game really like that no more. And back then, him and Jordan was like, even though Jordan wasn't like top notch or whatever, those are people that give you, you know what I'm saying, idea that you have a shot of playing that game because as African American kids, growing up, it's either football or basketball. So it was cool to see that. Um, but yeah, it's just a little spill. Couple days for Thanksgiving. Hope y'all got your turkeys and everything like that ready. But let's get into it. First topic I want to hit y'all with is today. Excuse me, is my man, Mr. Brock Purdy, whatever you want to call him. Mr. Irrelevant got a shot. You know what I'm saying? Held on to the spot, but it seems as if recently, I don't know what it is. I don't know if he's pressing. I don't know if he got a lot going on the outside or if there's somebody on the inside telling him, hey, even though we gave you all this money, um, they're gonna replace you with Mac Jones if you don't start, improving. And I wonder if he's feeling the pressure from that because there's a lot of people talking about it. You know when they say it's smoke is fire and all that crap. But man, um, he just got that contract, man. And then just to if y'all guys watched the game last night like I did, man, it was crazy. Like he just threw 3 picks. It was 2 or 3, something like that. It don't matter. He turned the ball over. He literally kept the Panthers in the game, even though the Panthers, man, it looked like they can't score to save their life. And I was just kind of wondering, man, like what's going on with this guy? Is there like something on the outside that's bothering him? Is there people in his ear telling him that he need to do more than what he normally does? Uh, but I also know that Brandon Ayuk, and if everybody remember back when Brock Purdy was getting his thing off, he was going to Ayuk a lot. And there's no Debo, there's no Ayuk, there's just Kittle and McCaffrey. And I think, you know, even though Jennings is a good player, I don't think he's on the same level as an Ayuk and a Debo Samuel. And I think the options that he had is limited now. And that's why when people want to talk about the quarterback and blame everything on the quarterback, I don't know if you can do that because Kittle's a tight end, but he benefited on having weapons on the outside, Ayuk and Samuel. So I can hit you here, I can hit you there, I can hit you here, I can hit you in the backfield. Now defenses can key in on Kittle, they can key in on McCaffrey, and then there's no really other threat, and I think that's kind of hurting them. And even though Mac Jones came in and did, a pretty good job when he was out with the injury, I'm wondering if the the missing pieces of Samuel and Ayuk, if that's like really affecting him. Because to me, I thought he was a confident, solid player. He looked like a really good player. And now you wonder, since they spent all that money on him now, how are they going to replace Debo? How are they going to replace Ayuk? Because those guys are long gone from what it seems like. And well, obviously Debo's in Washington, but I'm saying, they revoked Ayuk's bonus and stuff like that, man, which is crazy. That dude tore his ACL and they could just take your money like that. Like, that's crazy, man. NFL contracts don't mean nothing. They could just this dude thought he was getting 24 million, now he ain't getting nothing. But you don't never know the situation. You don't never know what's going on behind the scenes. So we'll just have to wait and see. Next up, we got Mr. Sheduer Sanders. Um, and a lot of people, for whatever reason, either they like him or they don't like him. Okay, cool, whatever. But if you ever paid attention to him playing when he was at Colorado or at Jackson State, matter of fact, let me help you out. You can go on YouTube and look up Sheduer Sanders highlights. It's about 40 minutes. If you watch that tape, maybe you'll begin to understand that he can actually play football. He's not Bronny James, okay? He didn't average 3 points at USC. All right. He's not like that. Like, okay, I can hear people arguments about Brownie saying, "Oh man, he didn't really deserve to be a draft pick," which is probably true, obviously. But this guy has the stats and the film to back what people are feeling about him. And I think people misinterpret thinking that this is some kind of cult instead of people backing up a kid that they know that got done wrong, right? Um, and if you ever had a friend or a family member that you know that got screwed over, and it's obvious, they getting screwed over at work. You see them working hard, they doing this, they doing that. They obviously the best employee for the job, and then they promote somebody because this person know the owner, and the owner is cool with their family. You know what I'm saying? And when you see stuff happen like that, you root for the guy because you know, hey, this dude got screwed over. And at the end of the day, you don't have to like them. You don't have to love them. You don't have to do any of that. But at the end of the day, if you go on YouTube and watch that highlight tape and just watch it with no bias, no man animosity, anything like that, just watch the tape. This dude rolled out to his left, with 3 seconds left on the clock. They said this dude had a weak arm, which is crazy. He rolled out to the left, and he's right-handed. Defender coming in his face with 2 or 3 seconds left, and threw like a 60-yard pass to tie the damn game. You gotta have a lot of confidence to do something like that, and that's just one play. Like I said, it's 40 minutes long. You should go check it out. But anyway, he got the first dub, first start for a Browns rookie since 1995. Um, I know it wasn't perfect. He got fooled on the interception and everything like that, but the pass he threw to Bond was on the money. The reason probably why he couldn't have more touchdowns is every time they got inside the red zone or the goal line, they took him out and let Judkins run in, But at the end of the day, eventually he gonna have to get experience inside the goal line and get a chance to show you what he can do in the red zone. Because I think if he had a shot to play in the red zone, he would at least got one of those another touchdown. So he'd probably have two, maybe three, who knows? But we didn't get to see it because he took him out the game. And I think as long as he works on like trying to make a bigger play instead of the quick play, he'll be all right. Now I'm not gonna say that he should be the starter forever and everything like that. No, he got to earn it, and I'm a fan of his. And only thing I want him to do is to stay focused, handle his business, and making sure he protecting himself. Not taking too many hits. If he ain't got it there, get it out or throw it out of bounds. You know what I'm saying? Don't run backwards. You know what I'm saying? Putting yourself in harm's way because you can't see what's behind you and you don't know who coming on from the other side. You can get mollywopped like that. And I don't want to see him take no big hits like that. I don't want to see him get, dinged up. I want to protect yourself, be smart, and still be yourself, be confident. If you got a shot, you ain't got it. You know what I'm saying? You got to do a check down. And if the receivers don't catch the ball, hey, that ain't on you. You know what I'm saying? They just going to have to go get some more receivers. And if Jerry Judy keep on doing what he doing, man, I don't know what the hell he was doing on that play. That's another drive that got taken off the board that they could have had more points, but he wanted to start dancing and got the ball knocked out his arm and fumbled. So, like I said, man, I'm still room for you. We always been here. Um, it's gonna be a lot of people that don't understand us, don't understand our culture, don't understand, you know what I'm saying, the way you are and who you are, which is a good human, you know what I'm saying? And you love the game so much that all you want to do is play. I don't think they see that. Maybe some of the players that are from our culture, they see that, but all they see is Deion Sanders' son, and he's not really that good, which is hating. Um, I'm not even gonna mention anything else into that matter, but the people who know, straight up. There's no way in the world that you were supposed to go the number two quarterback, or at latest number three. It's Cam Ward, Sheduer Sanders, Jackson Dart. That was it. That was it. I ain't hear no. I forgot that Dylan Gabriel still played football. I forgot about him when he was at UCF. Then I see him at Oklahoma. I'm like, what the hell? This dude's supposed to have been done graduated. And then you see him at Oregon. This dude still ain't graduated. You want to know why? Because he didn't have a draftable grade. The only reason you stay in college longer is because you know you ain't getting drafted. If he was a draftable quarterback, he would have got drafted out of UCF. But no, he went to Oklahoma. When the season was over, they said, hey, man, you're still not going to get drafted. So then he went to Oregon. And then he was out of eligibility, so he had to go to the draft. But, man, if y'all know what it is, man. Uh, keep doing your thing, man. We rooting for you. And all I want you to do is stay focused. Don't let nobody get in your way. And if you keep doing what we know that you're capable of doing, then everybody gonna have to eat their words. We just gonna sit back and watch. Next up, the Michigan Ohio State game coming up this weekend. My Wolverines about to do business against these Ohio State Buckeyes. Normally, I would feel like I would know how this game gonna go, but having a freshman quarterback, the defense not being the same, offensive line not being the same, I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna go. But this is a big game for Coach Moore because you didn't skate it past a couple of teams that you should have really just whooped their ass and you didn't do it. So here's where we at. Here's where we at. Bryce Underwood is a great young talent. We got number 4 Mays. He seemed like he ready to go. We got Haynes and we got Marshall. And we still got Klein, I believe. We need to show that we can score points and get into the end zone because I don't think Ohio State is going to allow us to just run the ball on them. We'll have to be able to open it up, spread the ball around, get the ball around, you know what I'm saying, up and down the field and not just try to run up against the wall. Because if we try to do that, they're going to throw it to Smith. And if Tate play, I don't know if Tate playing, but this is a game to see, where we really at and what we need. And if Ohio State quarterbacks is who we say he is. But like I said, man, I done seen a lot of people coming to the big house and they this and they that. and they just crumble. So at the end of the day, I'm picking my Wolverines, but man, this is gonna be a real interesting game because this is gonna let me know if Ohio State quarterback like that or not. It's gonna let me know because I don't care that they play against Texas the first game. Texas ain't really, they're not a part of this Michigan Ohio State rivalry. This is different, like really different. Like Texas, real rival is Texas A&M and Oklahoma. That's the people that they got problems with. So those games is gonna be a little bit more different. Auburn and Alabama, the game gonna be a little bit more different, a little bit more testy. Clemson, South Carolina, you know what I'm saying? Stanford, Cal, all the rivalries, Georgia, Georgia Tech, whatever. But we gonna know if this quarterback for Ohio State is the real deal. Cause you coming in front of 100,000+. I don't know what the weather gonna be like. It could be clear, it could rain, it could snow. I have no idea. But I'm excited to see what happens in this game, man. Really excited to see it. So just excited to see that game for real. Next up, Mr. Bryce Young. Man, I was really hoping that you was gonna do something, man. Damn. I remember I watched you come here when we was at where was we at? We was at DKR in Austin. And I remember y'all was down. Matter of fact, I remember you walking past me, you and Coach Saban at the game, and I'm like, this dude is only 5'10". Okay. But then when you got out there on the field, you handled your business. You was calm in the pocket. You had 100,000 people yelling at you. You got your team down the field in the field goal range to kick that field goal and win. And when I saw you play that game, I was like, yo, this dude got some balls. He ain't scared of nothing. But last night you was on the goal line. The goal line. And you threw a pick. Oh, man, I don't know what's going on with you, man. I don't know what's going on with Bryce Young, man. I thought that he was gonna be a beast for real. Cause I'm telling you, I done seen him light people up, light them up, light them up. Like, but maybe quarterbacks, and well, I can't really say that because Jalen Hurts played there. It seemed like quarterbacks from Alabama, when they come to the NFL, they just struggle. And maybe because they got so much better players that the game is easier for them. Like their talent is good as an individual, as a quarterback, but having all those other guys around them, it makes it easier for them. You get what I'm saying? So I think maybe that's why they struggle. I don't know. But I thought Bryce was a good quarterback, man. And the Panthers offense looked bad. And the way y'all defense was playing, man, y'all really let y'all defense down, man. They got y'all the ball back multiple times. Y'all could have took the lead. Y'all could have won that game. Like, man, like that was tough to see. So, man, hey Bryce, man, just wanted to say I don't know what's going on with you, but keep your head up, and we still rooting for you, man. We still rooting for you. Next up, Kevin Stefanski, or what the people on the internet like to call him, Kevin Scamsky. Kevin Scamsky, man. Man, this dude, if I was a player, I don't know if I would want to argue with him or if I want to punch him in the fucking mouth because this dude just seems like a straight jerk. A straight jerk. And the way that he compliments players and the way that he talk and his demeanor, he just seems like a bitch. For real. Like, if you just saw him on the road, just because of the face he makes, you just want to slap the shit out of his face. Straight up. Like, I ain't never seen nothing like this dude in my life. He looked like a bitch. And, everybody was talking about how he was Yeah, we did this, and yeah, we did this, and yeah. Good job, Sheduer. Yeah, we did this. Yeah, we did this. Good job, Sheduer. Like, yo, you was at the game, the Cleveland Cavaliers game, with Dylan Gabriel and your dad. So we already know what's up with you, bruh. You ain't nothing but a chump. You a straight chump. That's what you is, man. You a chump. You probably used to get bullied in school. Now you just need to get your way. You a chump, man. This dude is a chump. Straight up chump. I ain't never seen a weak ass coach like I seen with this dude right here. Dude, you a clown. You a clown. You a clown. That's what you are. You so arrogant and egotistical that you believe that if it doesn't go the way that you want it to go, then it doesn't deserve to get credit. Or if it ain't what you picked or what you wanted, it ain't good. Or if their ideas don't line up with your ideas, it ain't cool. Like, man, this dude right here, like if Sheduer end up playing well and Stan, I don't know if I would want this dude to be around me. It's like having somebody that hangs around y'all in the group, but he don't even like y'all. He be talking shit about y'all as soon as he go and lay down with his wife. He talking about you. Yeah, man, I don't know about him. I don't like him. You know, he he's too gangster, or he's listening to rap songs, or they wear jewelry, and he's a quarterback. He isn't supposed to act like that. Like this dude, man. This dude makes me sick. And here's the thing. You are a Nepo baby hating on a Nepo baby. Let that sink in for a minute. You are a Nepo baby hating on a Nepo baby. Have you thought about that? Have you thought about that? I don't know if you have. But if people do their research, they probably figure that out. Your dad was a high executive in the NBA for the 76ers. Matter of fact, I don't know if your dad liked Allen Iverson because he had the braids, cornrows, tattoos, jewelry, sagging clothes, and all that. Bet you he ain't like Allen Iverson. This dude is a chump. Next up, Coach Prime. Look, I know Coach Prime don't know me, but guess what, man? Did a hell of a job with your kids, man, making them tough to deal with what they deal with. And I know it must be awesome to feel and see, all that work that you put in with your kid actually develop to him being in an NFL game. I can't even imagine what that feel like. Like it ain't you, it's your seed, it's your son, and you proud of him. And it's awesome to see that. And just to see how you lead the football team, even though, yeah, right now y'all not winning and stuff like that, but the knowledge and the jewels and the gems that you brought and that you give to others, I think people they look past that, man. They look past that. Everything ain't about money. Everything ain't about what you got. But they miss the message when you deliver it because all they want to look at is how you dress, if you got on shades and this, and that. But they're not listening to the actual message. And the message is to create fathers, not baby daddies. If you listen to what he say, to create respectful, smart young men, not just a football player that goes to NFL, but he gets a DUI and he's beating on his woman and all this. That's not what we're here for. Everybody can't go to the NFL. And I think that they misunderstand your message. But like I said, there's a lot of people that watch you and your son, well off media and everything like that, and they get inspired because they be like, I want to raise my kids like that. I want to have my kids tight like that. We want to believe in God like that. We want to make smart decisions in life like that. But I think people don't get it. They just don't. They just think that they see somebody that's showing off and everything like that. That ain't what it is, man. Y'all just don't get it. Everybody flex in the African American community. That's what they do. But that isn't who they are. Who they are as a person, you got to get to know them and know what they're about. But people just want to judge you from the outside and don't even know what your real character is on the inside. But I will say this. I hear a lot of people talking about Coach Prime and struggling this year and this and this and that and this and that. Well, last night in the Carolina Panthers game, I seen Jimmy Horn catch a pass. He was on that team last year, right? Okay. Travis Hunter plays for Jacksonville Jaguars, right? Sheduer Sanders, the starting quarterback, he's the starting quarterback for the Cleveland Browns, right? Travis Hunter was a Heisman Trophy winner. He ain't on the team no more. It's hard to replace those, right? LeJontay Wester is a starting special team kick returner and punt returner for the Baltimore Ravens. He was on that team too, right? BJ Green, he was. Oh yeah, he played with Colorado, but he played with Jacksonville Jaguars now, right? Zay Weaver, he was a wide receiver for Colorado Buffaloes. Oh, he played for the Arizona Cardinals. Right. 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 Okay. Okay. And then there was a defensive end that they had at Jackson State that played for the Lions, but I believe James Houston, I think he plays for the Cowboys or the Texans. I don't know. I can't remember. But he's in the NFL too. Right. Right. Will Shepard was a wide receiver, and he's on the Green Bay Packers practice squad. He played for the Buffaloes too. Right. So wait a minute. He lost all these players that's in the NFL. And you expect him to have the same season that he had last year? How many true freshmen they got on their defense? How many true freshmen they got on their offense? I think people fail to realize how physical football is. If you bring a freshman in, I don't care if you're a 5-star, 17-star, he is not going to have the same strength, abilities, and knowledge as somebody that's an upperclassman. You just not. You just not. You come in a freshman hitting him with a senior, you're going to feel the difference. Trust me. You're going to know that he's a senior, a grown man, versus somebody that just got out of high school. Y'all need to be careful on what y'all do at these schools trying to fire these coaches or talk about these coaches and run out of these coaches out of these schools before they're able a chance to set the foundation. There was not a foundation at Colorado. I don't care, what they did in the 1990s. There's people that's from that time that ain't even here no more, okay? And the truth about it is that with NIL and all this money out there, unless your school is a desired location, people ain't just coming there. They don't care how much money you got. If you telling me, and just imagine this, if Coach Prime wasn't at Colorado, right? The only reason they go in there is because he's there at all. Check this out. If a regular coach is at Colorado and that regular coach gave the same 5-star offer that LSU or Alabama gave to him, and he's either from Georgia, Alabama, or Louisiana, where do you think he's going? He probably take that Colorado letter and throw it in the trash. Ain't nobody that's a blue chip recruit coming there without Coach Prime. Jordan Seaton would not be in Colorado if Coach Prime was there. He'd probably be at the University of Tennessee. So before you start complaining about what you have, you better realize what you have. Because with the money game, endorsements, brand deals, that's only reserved for the cream of the crop. Texas, Oklahoma, Michigan, Ohio State, Penn State, Miami. I can keep going. You get the idea. If you're not in the upper echelon And you can call it power 4, but it's the power 2 plus some side chicks. And what I mean by that is the ACC got a couple of schools. The Big 12 got a couple of schools, but their money is not the money of the guys that's in the top 2 conferences. Okay? They just not. So if you look at the playoff, Texas A&M, Texas Tech is in there because of what? Texas has what? They have money. Even North Texas is balling this year. You want to know why? Because Texas has money. You're going to start seeing the places that are more wealthy have better teams. And unfortunately, I don't care how hard Coach Prime tries, it's going to be really hard for him to get them guys in there. Now, do I believe in him? Of course I do. But guess what? He going to have to find some real people that's really committed to them and that program in order to stay. They had a blue chipper in Cormani McClain. He's at Florida. They had Colton Hood. He's at Tennessee. These is top flight players. Top flight players. Top flight players. So when you have players like that, you're not just going to be able to get them, man, just because of Coach Prime. And you only have a shot because of him. You only get a meeting because of him. Because once LSU call, Texas call, Oklahoma call, Alabama call, Georgia call, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. You ain't getting that player. So now you got to go into the portal and you got to get players that you don't really know. So stay off my guy, Coach Prime. That being said, this is the end of the show. If you like the content, uh, like the video, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Shoot me a comment, I'll shoot back. And just tell me your thoughts or whatever. But yeah, y'all get y'all turkeys ready, get everything ready to go, and I'll see y'all in a few days. I'm gonna give y'all some music on the way out.